You guessed it, this video is about mobility, the importance of mobility, but also some of the negatives that come with maybe having a little bit too much flexibility. The way I see it is mobility is important for weightlifting, especially Olympic weightlifting. An example is front rack position. So if you can't get your elbows up high to be able to hold the barbell up here, having a nice strong front rack position, the elbows, as if you're shooting laser out your elbows, then you're going to struggle to do a full clean or a good front squat, because when you squat down, so your elbows are down here, you can't get them any further up. When you're squatting down, your chest is going to follow, and this, that's not a good front squat. But if your elbows are higher, then chest nice and high, and the bar path will be a lot straighter. So that is why I think mobility is important for weightlifting. Obviously with that, there's hip mobility, because you want to be at parallel, which is your hip is in the same line as your knee, and to break parallel is to break under it. If you can't get to parallel, it's usually because of some sort of mobility issue. So tight ankles. I know these are to keep my tootsies warm. I know it's only November. Don't kill me. Right, hopefully you can see me. But another good example of, the need for mobility and full range of motion is for overhead press, or to just have the barbell up over your head for, overhead squat position, receiving position for a snatch. And a way that I can usually tell someone has tightness in their shoulder is by doing exercises like dislocations, to be able to get it all the way around. Obviously, you're never going to need to get a bar that far back, but it's a good indicator of how supple and flexible your shoulder is. So if you can't get it very far back, that's usually an indicator of tightness in the shoulder, and you don't want it to be too tight while you're holding the barbell up overhead. I mean, what I have seen is, because it's so tight, the arm isn't fully blocked out. There's soft elbows, which you don't want. You don't want to hurt your elbow. And also the bar isn't in line with the centre of gravity. It's not quite got through. You want it around here, and sometimes it only gets to here, so to there. There's my centre of gravity, and the bar's here. So that's why I think it's important to work on mobility of the shoulders, hips, all joints. But then there's the negative. So I've got hypermobility in my right shoulder. So there have been occasions where I've caught a snatch and my arm has just gone. You'll see it doing this crazy thing now. It just goes like this, and I've lost the bar behind me. I've ended up on my arse, on the floor. Quite embarrassing. All I could do was work on what I knew needed working on. It needed strengthening, it needed stabilizing. So I did bottoms up kettlebell carries, bottoms up kettlebell press. What else did I do? Carrying unstable objects above my head. So walking up and down a track with a barbell, with like elastic bands, weights on the end. It could even be chains. It's unstable, it's hard to keep straight, and it works on parts of your shoulders that you wouldn't necessarily be targeting when just pressing a weight up above your head. So that's important as well. What else? Carrying a log overhead. That was a good one as well. So clean press the log overhead, and again carrying it up and down the track. That was a good one.
Right.
So I'm in the gym and you can see me bringing my elbows up while holding the barbell in front rack position. This is to test my mobility with my front rack. It's also a great way of warming up my shoulders before getting into front rack position and trying to push any weight overhead. I can do this holding the barbell like in front of me in front rack position. Some people find it easier to place the barbell on their back. The aim is, though, for the barbell to stay straight. You don't want it to be, swinging side to side. So you can see me now sideways on. I'm demonstrating elbows up high, strong front rack position. So there you go. Thumbs up to show that that was a good, strong position for front rack going into a front squat. Now I'm showing here elbows aren't as high. Questionable. You'll see what happens when my elbows aren't as high. My chest is following my elbows towards the floor. That is not what you want. No. So, what should this look like? Elbows up nice and high. As you can see, the bar path was a lot more in line with my center of gravity. Thumbs up, much better. What am I doing now then? You can see my grip is questionable in this exercise here. Shaking my head there, that was not a good overhead press. You saw how wonky it was. Let me try to fix it. Nice even grip. And the barbell should be nice and straight at the top. Nice. So, filming yourself in the gym, just propping your phone up somewhere nearby is a good way to see whether your overhead press is straight or if there is an issue that needs addressing because it's wonky. Like this one here. That's not straight at all. Big wah wah. No. Let's have another go. Nice and straight, head through, much better. So hopefully by showing you doing exercises in the gym that demonstrated how tightnesses or weaknesses, imbalances can affect your training. So the front squat, you could see when the elbows weren't in a good position for a front squat, or that could have been a received position for a clean. That's not the optimal position because the chest usually follows. If the elbows are pointing at the floor, as you say, it means you're going to end up on the floor. Same with when you're looking at the floor, you're going to end up on the floor. Are you going to lie down? I'm going to fall off the sofa. Okay. And again with the overhead press, I was trying to demonstrate an imbalance or a tightness of the shoulder or the arm when pressing. Sometimes you don't even notice that you're doing it. But again, that's another reason why it's important to work on imbalances and mobility. As well. My space is being stolen by a dog now. To be fair, it does say reserved for the dog. That's you, isn't it? You're gonna lie down? You're gonna get frightened by the cushion? Anyway, I hope this video has been helpful. I'll be making more like this. Just trying to put more information out there to help people. Thank you.